Welcome to Veteran Paranormal. Tonight we are going to investigate at East Point, which is located in Darwin, about 25 minutes east of Darwin. There's a World War II gun entrenchment here that was used during the Second World War when Darwin was bombed by the Japanese. So they first bombed Pearl Harbor and then they come and bombed Darwin. The communication station here, one of the old buildings, it's rumoured that if you are here at certain times, you can hear Morse code being transmitted. I'm ex-military. I used to be in the Navy. I joined as a radio operator initially, so I know Morse code. I'm going to put some Morse code out a little bit later when it quietens down a little bit.
And we are trying to nut it out. Got to see if we can get any activity tonight from what we know being the legend or the myth of the Poinciana lady. Pick up on, what did it say? That's definitely something in relation to...
I was hurting.
There you go. So we are going to be running tonight an app called Ghost Tube. We'll give you a bit of a rundown on that as we go along, but already...
Yep, I was hurting. Yeah. But there is a couple of other locations is rumoured to be. So the gun entrenchment, which is probably about 150 metres from us. Rumoured that she also appears in your... There's four.
We're here.
We're here.
Right.
Okay. And then there's another location a little bit further down called Dudley Point Lookout. We've already had the EMF reader go off when we were setting up. So it did ping at...
It went up to around about the orange,
hidden.
Which is quite... Yeah, well, you are hidden. If you are here and you're listening to us, we're sorry that we actually don't know your name, so we apologise for that. But we just come with no harm.
No.
And we just want to respect and share your story, reason why we are here.
Yep.
Please feel free to come close to any of the devices that we have, even though we're not fully set up yet.
Yep.
But thank you.
The rumour is, or the story that goes with it, is that she was actually raped by Japanese fishermen in the 1960s. After that traumatic incident, she found out that she was actually pregnant, and then she came back here and actually hung herself. Rumoured that she actually prefers young single men.
Or young couples that like to come up here and park.
Yeah, so she appears as this beautiful...
Disrespectful.
We aren't being here to be disrespectful in any way. We apologise if we've disturbed you, but we're just wanting to try and find out a little bit more information about you.
So, yes, it's rumoured that she lures young people. She appears as this beautiful, elegant lady in a white gown. Then once she's got your attention and lured you in, she becomes this hideous...
Hag. As the name that we've definitely had.
Yeah.
Holly.
Oh,
Holly.
We've had a name already.
Holly.
Okay.
But there's other
What was that one?
Up.
Oh, okay.
The other rumour is that not so much in the 20th century, but back around the 1970s and 80s, people used to come up here. It was a popular place for young people to park. And people have actually reported massive fingernail claws down the side of their vehicles.
Yeah.
Haven't heard it, but gotten home and then realised that someone scratched the side of the car while they've been in it and they haven't realised it. So, yeah, we're just going to try to find out a little bit more about the ladies. Try to keep being respectful, just to find out her story. And a lot of times we just don't want this history to be lost.
Correct, that's right.
As we get more and more on, people forget about this sort of stuff, and that's what we're doing.
I'm right here.
I'm right here. Hello, I'm Mr. B. This is Mrs. B. Can you tell me your name? I did get the name Holly. Is it Holly I'm talking to?
We are actually quite close to the airport here, which you may be able to hear in the distance there, one of the planes taking off.
I have set my device to airplane mode, so there is no other interference that could possibly
interfere with our devices.
interfere with the devices. Cold. Yep. But you've got to remember, as paranormal investigators, we always try to debunk before we go, it's definitely a ghost, it's definitely
Success.
It's definitely paranormal, it's definitely unexplained.
Yep.
And we've had instances where we've had EMF equipment go off, and then we've gone back and looked and found out that we're a little bit too close to
Gasp.
I'm sure you were gasping.
we found out that some of our equipment was a little bit too close to electrical cables and stuff like that. So then we've actually debunked a lot of stuff as we go along. So
But you never know. It is the unexplained.
Yep.
It is a mystery. So I think what we might do is
I'm
pop
going to
around to a few different locations around this area. It is set actually on over 200 hectares on this area of East Point. So I think during this episode, we're just going to move around a little bit, share with you what may come up and take our investigation a little bit further.
Yep, so these are two of the devices I'm using, an RF reader and the old K2 meters. So
Change.
This one we've used a lot and we've had a lot of success with it.
We have.
But the K2 meter is really good. I also have got...
Why are you here?
We're actually here just to share your story. If you can make your presence by perhaps touching one of our devices, making the lights go off. We're going to set up a few other things soon.
Yep. So I do have a digital thermometer with a laser pointer. And we actually got this just because a lot of places we've gone to, you actually do notice the change in temperature.
Yeah.
In rooms. The biggest one was probably the Kapunda Hotel that we went to. One moment the room was warm and the next it was freezing cold, and I wish I had my digital thermometer there. So
Yep. All right, well, let's get moving. We'll hope you guys stick around for our investigation. We don't know what we're going to find.
So I've changed to a different app called Spirit Talker, and it basically converts, very similar to GhostTube, but it actually puts it in text as well. I've got "You're surrounded by love" and "I'm listening to everything." So I heard that you lure young couples or young men. You turn up to be beautiful, and then once you've lured them and captured them, so to speak, you turn into a hideous hag. So the device has just come up with the word desolation. I haven't had a great deal of activity here. I'd say a little bit more than normal, but if I don't get anything...
I've been here 150 years.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's very different. So this area here is Indigenous land. So we may be speaking to another person that may not be the lady, and it might be an Indigenous elder or someone from that time. So we'll just keep on this little line for a little bit. And you never know, we might actually find something that no one else has found before. This is sacred land. So that's a bit pertinent. Before we had been here 150 years, now this is sacred land. This land is, like previously said, Indigenous land, so it is classified as sacred. Please explain a little bit more.
Woman.
We are looking for a woman. Definitely looking for the woman in white. It appears as a beautiful lady. Where are you?
Hear me.
I can't hear you. Oh, that just went off.
Anne.
So we've got Holly and Anne. There's a lady in white here. I heard a yep there. Well, we've just arrived at the communications facility here at East Point. This was used during the Second World War as a communications facility between headquarters, main base in Darwin, and also between local units and elements. So this gun battery here was the first line of defence for Japanese bombers trying to bomb Darwin. I'm just going to go in, set up all our equipment. We're going to use some cat balls, some EMF readers, a K2 meter, some ultraviolet purple lights, and I'm going to use a couple of apps to communicate with anything that we can actually find. I've just opened up my app and I've had a couple of names and a couple of sentences pop up, but we're going to investigate a little bit more and find out what's actually going on here if we can. Larry? Denise? Jenny? Hello Jenny, hello Larry, hello Denise.
Hi, you guys.
Would you like to talk to me?
We've come here tonight to the communications tower, do a bit of investigating. They're quick as a flash tonight, aren't they, in here?
Yep. I'm going to set up some equipment in a minute. Touch? Who did you touch? I felt something on the arm. Did you touch me on my arm? Did you touch me on the elbow there? Who touched me? Who touched me? Someone just touched me on the elbow. I just played some Morse code. I hear that at certain times, Morse code can be heard emitting from this building. I know this building was used during the Second World War as a communications facility. I am
Need trust.
Well, you can trust me. I'm an ex-serving member, 30 years in the military. So I totally understand what you've gone through. I've been to 2 different wars. Understand the pain, the hurt, the sorrow, and the mental anguish that you go through. We're not here to be disrespectful, not here to harm you. I can look a little bit scary at times, but trust me, I mean you no harm and no disrespect at all. Anyone here that'd like to talk to me?
I did not believe in this.
Did you not believe in the war, or did you not believe what we're doing now, investigating?
I've been here for 100 years.
100 years?
Yeah.
That would date back a while.
Well, the other one said 150.
Yeah.
Well, let me know, are you Indigenous? Are you from the local mob around here? The local tribe? If you've been here 400 years, that's well before white people came. Tell me about this land. Did your family, I suppose, own this land? Did your tribe own this land? Was this a special meeting place? Is this land sacred?
Inside.
Please explain. I'm inside the building. Do you need me to go inside somewhere else? I think we've come to investigate what we thought we were investigating. I think we've investigated a little bit deeper.
Yeah, I think so. So we originally came for the Poinciana lady.
Hall.
Is there a hall around here? Was there a hall that used to be here?
Maybe it was a gathering hall.
Maybe town hall. Continue, Mrs. B.
So maybe it's dating back what we're getting way before the war.
Oh, maybe. But we did specifically come here because there are reports from people that they've actually been here and they've actually heard Morse code being transmitted. And there's been no one in the building, and this facility has not been operational since I think 1945. And then it was dismantled after the end of the Second World War. There's a multiple file that's been running in the background while I've been running the other one, and it's come up with some very pertinent words. The lights, you're valued. Suspect, go forward. You will see me. Choking. Noah. Forrest. Thompson. Eugene. It's a bad idea. Remember, I was asking for the name, so this, I don't know why this is run in the background, but it has, it's never happened before. Get out. So I've never had a duplicate file run in the background, but for some reason, it has done it tonight. I've screenshotted that. So I'm just going to go to GhostTube and see if I can get anything off GhostTube. So when we run these apps, we actually disconnect from the network. We put it in airplane mode, so they're not getting any additional interference. The thing with GhostTube you have to be careful is it does react to metal or electronic devices.
Beverly.
Beverly. Hello, Beverly. I'm David, this is Amanda, Mr. and Mrs. B.
Are you in here with us tonight, Beverly?
I was talking to, I think, to Pat earlier. Do you know Pat?
Maybe they were in here on the communications.
Well, most of the females back in the Second World War, most of the radio operators now were females. Beverly, were you a communication specialist here?
Why are you asking? Clockwise.
Oh, I'm asking Beverly, I'm interested. I originally joined the Navy in 1992 as a radio operator. So I always have had an interest in the communication side of the military. That's why I'm asking.
We want to know a little bit more about you, Beverly. What can you tell us?
How old were you? Were you posted here?
But you've got some real good stories to tell about what went on here.
Bet you Beverly got up to some no good with the soldiers. Hey Beverly, you're a bit of a floozy.
You can't understand.
I'm sure I wouldn't understand, Beverly.
I'm sure you were very busy in this communication tower, but I'm sure you had some downtime as well.
Familiar.
Familiar. Yes, very familiar. How old are you, Beverly?
Can I try?
Can you try what?
We would really like you to try to set some of the devices off and the coloured cat balls that we've got that light up. They look really pretty.
So a cat ball is this circular device here. If you touch it,
I'll just show you. If you just tap it, it'll light up. We've got quite a few of them set up.
She's not here.
Who's not here?
Beverly. Beverly gone.
Are we talking to somebody else now?
Who am I talking to now then? If Beverly's not here, who am I talking to? talking to, I am a veteran. I've been served at 2 wars and I did 30 years in the military.
I want one.
What would you like?
A coloured ball? Would you like one of these?
What would you like?
Why are you here?
We're here.
Scratch.
Is that scratch?
Scratch, yes.
Okay.
We're here to just find out your story. I'm a bit of a military historian sleuth. I like to investigate stuff paranormal to do with the military, but also like to investigate other paranormal stuff. When I heard about this was a communications facility that... Judge. No one's judging. Like I said, I just wanted to come here and find out a little bit more. Whether, you know, the rumours... Move it.
What would you like us to move?
What will happen?
Oh, well, it depends. If
Torturer.
Oh.
No, not a torturer.
We're here with respect, not to harm anybody.
I used to work in interrogation, definitely not torture.
Annoying.
Are we becoming annoying? Hello Beverly, what was that? Can you tell me what Morse code, what was that message? You heard that transmission, what was it? Beverly? Pat? What was that Morse transmission? Morse code. It was actually conceived by Samuel Morse in 1830. The reason being was he was away from his wife at the time, and messages used to get sent by someone either memorising the message or it being written down. Battle here. Yes, there was a very big battle here. So messages were either sent by someone memorising it or being carried over long distances, so messages were slow. What happened was Samuel received a message that was written saying that his wife was ill. So he sent a message back saying that he was on his way. By the time that he got back, his wife had actually passed away and she'd already been buried. So he invented Morse code so the messages could be transferred quickly over long distances without that delay. And it actually progressed, and it was still used right up until 1995. The military still used it up to 1995. And it's always a backup form of communications. A lot of people don't know it these days, but yeah. So a great system if you know it, fairly efficient, and doesn't take too much for equipment to actually use it. Pat, Beverly, are you here?
What?
Who's here?
Beverly and Pat, you were here before.
Here. Is that you, Beverly, that said here? Beverly, just say yes if you're here.
No.
Blood? I'm sure there was blood around here.
Pat, are you here? Are you here? Who's here? Who's here? Tell me your name if you're here. You scared? I've been told to leave twice. Do I need to leave? You need to come through a bit clearer. Is that a yep?
No.
Who's here? If it's not Beverly, if it's not Pat, who's here? Sid? Come back on Spirit Talker, basically saying I want you out. It's the third time they've actually said for us to go, so to not be disrespectful and not upset anyone, or have something attached to us that we don't, we're going to actually oblige, and we're actually going to head off and do a little bit more investigating a little bit further down the road. So the two big guns that were here in 1944, they were 9.2 inch caliber. It commenced construction in 1925. And the weird thing was, after the Second World War, the Japanese actually purchased them as scrap metal and sent them back to Japan as salvage. Stop the camera blissfulness. I was coming around this corner and I turned my torch on because I was a little bit worried about the dark bit, and it came up and said, "Don't be fearful." Hello? I'm not being fearful now. Talk to me. I served in the military. I do understand the feeling. Anyone in there? Come chat to me if you like. Oh. Thank you.
Like investigators.
We like investigators. Hello. We are investigators. Thank you for sharing that with us. We love investigating these old war sites. Thank you for that. Thank you for welcoming us. I think this tunnel leads all the way through. They are all locked at the moment, and they're locked throughout the day, so majority of the time you can't get in here. This run around the corner, but like you said, it's not it's not the ugly. Like you said, it's not the dead you've got to worry about, it's the living.
Yeah, normally I'm the one that's
Hello.
quite keen to go in, you know, morgues and tunnels and stuff like that, but I'm not quite sure.
I don't think I'm going to go on this one.
Yeah.
Hello.
I don't know. What do you guys think? Put it in the comments below. Would you go inside? We have decided not to go into that
Hello.
entrance, but we're just going to walk back around to the other side where you did get a little bit more activity. I think it was probably...
I was at the first door here.
Yeah.
You said we like investigators.
Yeah.
So,
I miss my family.
Oh.
I'm sorry about that.
We've come here tonight, so hopefully we can cheer you up a little bit. If you've got anything you want to share with us, feel free to let us know.
Why are you still here?
Yeah.
What keeps you here? I think it's time for you to pass over and go and reunite with your family, wherever that may be. I'm not a religious person. Oh geez, that just dropped straight down.
Yeah. Yep, I'll show you. I'll just turn the torch back on and I'll show you again.
Yeah, it just dropped straight down. I thought it was like a tunnel to the side. If you're down there, you can go now. You can actually go and rejoin your family. I know what serving and being away from your family is like. It's hard. Ooh.
I made that sound.
Did you hear that down there?
A little bit.
Put your torch back down there. Thank you for making that sound. It was like a metallic clang. Can you make it again for us, please? What sin was committed? I was just around the other side and I got this massive cold feeling and I got the message saying, I'm beside you. So Mrs. B was saying how nice and warm it
I'm
is.
sad.
And it is. It's about 27, 28 degrees outside, but I just got this massive chill and goosebumps. I'm still getting some messages on the Spirit Talker said that I have a message and then it says I'm sad. What are you sad about? What's making you sad at the moment? Are you missing your family? Are you missing a loved one? I get sad sometimes as well. We all do.
We've just made it around to the Dudley Point lookout area. We think that we've probably had a little bit of, I don't know, mixed communication tonight. Going from perhaps, I don't know, wartime. Could it have been the Poinciana lady? I don't know. And maybe some, I guess, ancient indigenous. But anyway, we're making our way down to as close as we can get to the cliff edge at Dudley Point. We've got our gear. Mr. B's in tow. I think he's down there.
I was going to find a spot here.
We'll set up and see if we get any activity here.
Spirits like to run devices flat. They like photos not to turn out if they don't want to be captured. So yeah. My name's David, this is my wife Amanda. They call me Mr. B, Mrs. B, loudmouth.
Yep, I'm always getting told to shush.
Yep. And what's your name? I'd love to know your name. If you're not the
Poinciana lady.
Poinciana lady, I'd like to know who I'm possibly talking to.
We did a little bit of research to actually find out if we had an exact name for her.
Yep, they haven't.
No.
All we know is that she was possibly Filipino.
Oh, can you hear those birds?
Yep. And that she was allegedly raped. And
I was cremated.
okay,
I was cremated.
yeah.
That's unusual.
Thank you for letting me know that. Do you know where your ashes are located? Were your ashes sprinkled around here, or were your ashes sent home, or were you put in a wall?
I think way back then, I don't know. I don't even know. I mean, back then, a lot of people didn't have money, and I mean, if she was said to be Asian or Filipino,
Well, she would have been cremated because that was easier than burial.
yeah, absolutely. But I mean, we can't even find out much about her family or anything.
No.
That's what's so intriguing about the story. That's why we're, I guess, out here as well, trying to find out
But in the 60s,
more of the story.
you know, it was after the Second World War. Darwin was still just a very young town. And it was recovering from the Second World War, you know. I do believe it was 60 times the Japanese actually attacked Darwin in bombing raids. And that, so the town being so young and then trying to rebuild, you know, after the Second World War, it would have been hard up here.
Yeah.
It would have been...
Nothing's going to be easy. She probably came across, who knows, with her family on her own, or I don't know. But yeah, absolutely tragic what happened. But
there is a lot of, I'm going to say, multicultural. Darwin is very multicultural.
Oh, absolutely.
Are a lot of Asians,
Yep.
Islanders,
Filipino, Indonesian, islands. Yeah, very, very multicultural.
Shot.
And
shot. Who was shot?
okay. But you know,
Who was
there's
shot? Can you explain a little bit more about being shot? So I'm getting, we're doing 2 investigations. I think some
We're
of...
here to help.
Yes. Would you like to help us understand a little bit more about what happened here? I'd really love to know your name.
the one thing we are noticing tonight is the battery life from our devices is being completely drained. That's just another battery that I've had to change over in the GoPro. The microphone main unit that goes onto the GoPro, that normally lasts, I can actually get probably about 5 investigations on using that without charging it. It was freshly charged literally about 1 day ago.
Yep.
Completely flat. We're not actually using our external microphones now. Completely flat. I was just changing.
Mirrors reflection.
Okay. I was just about to say also, whilst changing the battery, but we do have record of it on
I do know that a lot of mirrors there is no reflection.
Spirit Talker. It said about the water.
Yep, I'm near the water.
I'm near the water. So we're literally sitting here on the cliff edge with the water lapping, and that's what we got.
Yep. Yeah, so mirrors reflection. A lot of spirits in mirrors won't reflect. They do say that the thinnest time between the afterlife and the real world is exactly at 3:33 a.m. and you should not look in the mirror at that time because you'll probably see something that you do not want to see. I had a stage, and Mrs. B can back me up, for about a month where I was waking up exactly at 3:33.
Is that attack?
Attack.
I think there's been some, I'm just going to call it, not so good shenanigans gone on up here as well.
Yeah, I
Definitely.
mean,
it's that sort of place up here. I feel like, yeah, we are right on the cliff edge.
yeah.
Not many people would have come up here back in the day.
No, and I mean...
And even today, like, I do believe that...
Charlie.
Charlie. Okay.
Charlie.
I do believe that there has been, unfortunately, sorrow from this spot.
Yes, but we did come here to investigate a specific incident.
Yeah.
So attack is probably a pertinent word. She was attacked. And Charlie is probably a really common name that they for Asian males.
Well, they changed their names a lot because they shortened them or changed them.
Come on, Charlie. You can chat to me. This looks like a little bit of a lover's lookout. There are a lot of locks here that people have engraved their names on and placed them on the wire there. Well, that's a lot.
Can't breathe.
Can't breathe. Are you struggling to breathe? What's happening? Why can't you breathe? Are you being attacked?
3.
3. Is there 3 people here? Is there 3 people here with us? Correct. A girl was killed.
Correct.
And then correct. There was a girl killed here, a young lady. Can you provide any more information about that? I think we've got cross-contamination from 2 investigations. It's turned into about 4.
Maybe a few more.
Yeah, we just come down to Dudley Point, which I mentioned previously, that this is a better known spot for the incident may be happening.
The Poinciana lady.
Yep, she tends to hang out down here. As you may have seen, all the locks that lovers put there. Anyhow, so we got a few names. We got Joseph, we got Vincent. It did come up and said cremated. I'm near the water. Was it a murder or killed?
Yeah.
A lady was killed.
Yep.
I was blamed. Like I said, cross-contamination through some of the investigations, because this area is highly full of past energy. You know, Second World War, there would have been so many people killed here. Then you got Cyclone Tracy. Then you got the Indigenous as well. So I think this area here is full of energy, and a lot of spirits are trying to come through. And like I said, yeah, there's a lot going on here, and I think one investigation is not enough. I think maybe 2 to 3 would be better. But on that note, thank you for watching. If you're a dedicated watcher, thank you. First time watcher, please subscribe, click on the like, hit the notifications, and I will catch you, so will Mrs. B, next episode. Remember, stay spooky.